Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are taking a look at Soldner-X Himmelssturmer. This is a shmup released back in, I want to say 2008, late 2008, by SideQuest Studios and East Asia Soft, who you might remember from the sequel and Rainbow Moon that came out last year. And so this is their first game on the PS3. It is a shmup, sort of in the vein of an R-Type, and a little bit of Gradius in there as well. So we're going to hop into the game. Unfortunately, I lost my save at some point, so I lost some of the stuff I'd built up on this version of the game. So let me see, the trophies, awards. This is sort of where you play the game and you see all your stats. As you play the game more, you rank up. You earn more lives and some other bonuses like that that let you get further into the game. So it's a game that as you play more and learn more how to play the game, it also gives you some more opportunities to get further into the game because it is quite a difficult game. As you saw, I'm playing on easy, so we're going to hop in. I would definitely recommend if you get this game to start off on the easiest difficulties. Then, master them, move up, and work on the other stuff. So here's going to explain a lot of stuff about the mechanics here. As you can see, basic shmup stuff right here. As I'm shooting lines of enemies that are coming in. The cool thing about this game is the chain mechanic. As it says here, once it fills up and turns green, you can switch over to another weapon and start chaining up with that and building up this meter again. If you see there, right next to where it says 1 of 2 chain level, that is a power-up. I do this, I switch back over, I've completed the chain, and now that power-up has been released. One of the other sort of interesting mechanics here is the key system, where basically there are specific enemies around here that okay, there, I released that chain. Now I got the power up. It's this one right here. Now I do this more, kill some enemies with this lightning. Okay, yeah. As you can see there, we got weapons listed across the bottom part there on the left. That's the Gradius mechanic, I believe. I sometimes get those two mixed up, but I believe that's Gradius there. Back to the keys. Alright, there's one of them. There are 5 secret keys. You collect 4 of them to unlock a secret. Collect them all. I believe there's another secret then. They're basically about killing enemies, so you definitely don't want to kill it. You definitely do want to kill everything, but you're not going to be able to, so it's sometimes just a challenge just to figure out, okay, which enemies here are probably holding the key that I am looking for. And since there are a ton of enemies in each level, it's always a good challenge, sort of something that makes you want to keep replaying it quite a bit. So now we got here sort of a mini boss. There we go. Got him. Okay, my chain. Then release it once more. I got this power up. So now I got a multi-shot, which is good because it lets me get some enemies down here while I'm up here, taking on waves that are coming up top. And yeah, basically it's sort of like this through the whole way. Now we got some enemies that are sort of going around the background here, sort of like a R-type. Excuse me if I mess up these references. Trying to focus on this makes me forget things like that. And yeah, if you use your shot for too long, as you can see there's a weapon bar there. There's sort of a weapon stamina system. And so that's, use it for too long without chaining, you're liable to mess it up. Boom. Release that. And the sequel actually does a little bit different with its chain mechanic. I believe it makes it automated, basically. So the notion of switching between them. Like I hear a ton of enemies, so I can chain like a fool here. Now we're in the forest here. There's another key. Full weapon inventory. Okay, so that helps me out. And yeah, this is, you know, Soldner-X Himmelssturmer. Very, very good shooter. And it gets better as you play more. Because like I said, you get, you collect more of the keys, you unlock secrets, you play more, you unlock more lives. That gets you more of an opportunity to play further because this game is pretty hard. Especially when you're first just learning how to play. Okay, yeah, as you start nearing the end of your life, you get into Berserker mode, you take 50% less damage, but you cause 50% more. So there's some bonuses to doing this. As you can see, there are sort of numbers popping off the enemies, sort of give you an idea of what's going on there. So you get more of a direct idea of when your damage is doing better than before. Yeah, despite the name being sort of German, this studio, I believe, is in Southeast Asia. Hence East Asia Soft as the name of the publisher. I believe they're in Hong Kong. I believe that's right. So now we've upgraded our chain to 3 levels. But I don't have any of the other weapons just yet. But yeah, as you play more, you know, you get more bonuses. It makes it a little bit easier to get through the game. Because as you get further and further, it gets more difficult. I played this first level quite a bit, so it's not too hard. Okay, we got new... We did have a new weapon there. Okay, I'm dead. Okay, what the heck happened there? Okay. Now we're back. Checkpointed a bit earlier. Still kept my chain, so that's good. So yeah, you definitely want to pay attention to your health. Pay attention to the surroundings because it's not too hard to sort of get lost. And since there are sort of enemies all over the place, it's not too hard to sort of as there is a level, particularly after this one, I believe, where that's very much a real concern. Energy up. Nice chain. especially when they throw these enemies at you. Don't chain up, and we got a new power up. Ooh, now we got rockets. Firing homing missiles. That's sort of a limited weapon. The bow is pretty good. The flamethrower, I don't remember too much of. I don't think it's a very good weapon. But the bow is pretty cool. It's similar to that sort of arc, sort of arc weapon that you saw those snakes shooting out earlier. And so I really like the chain system because it gets you more active in the sort of action that's going on here. So otherwise you'd just be shooting, holding down the X button, and just trying to hit dudes, and then but you gotta pay attention now and sort of want to chain up because it'll give you power-ups. Power-ups and other bonuses that you will find very useful. So while the enemies do drop power-ups, they don't drop a ton. So now I got fast shot on this thing, and it's crazy. Crazy fast. Now we're in Berserker mode again. So now we got past here. Got some power-ups here. Well, dead. Oops. Well, yeah, and it's not too hard to get sort of caught up on the obstacles that are set up here. There's a key right there. That one can be hard to get to if you're not playing this often enough to remember where it's at. Okay, that's good. Chained it up. There's another key. Let's see if we can get this guy. And so here there are, you know, turrets and such all over this place. It's not too hard to sort of get lost in that. Which is probably the one major flaw I can have for this game is that they try and put stuff in the background so much that it often sort of conflicts with the action that you want to have. Sort of your ability to get around the level. And definitely the sequel adds some sort of negative power-ups. So you have to be careful with sort of the color of the random power-ups you're picking up. You know, green's good, red's bad. But we'll get to that game eventually. This game is actually on sale right now on PlayStation Network. When this goes up, it'll be something that you can go grab. And you should grab, it's like half off. I believe this game is like $3 or $4. You can get a bundle with both, with it and the sequel for pretty cheap. I want to say like $8 or $9 total. So it's the DLC for the second game. So all told, you can get sort of everything for pretty cheap. I believe PS3 is the only place that this game has been released. So here's a game where you could easily play with D-pad if you want to do that. Ooh. Yeah, we got boss health there, so now he's an official boss. You gotta watch out for these weapons here. Stay out of the path of the ones that are sort of potentially going to be in your way. Whoa. There we go. Took that thing out of the way. Now we're trying to take this thing out. So yeah, not firing will sort of get your weapon cooled a bit more. So we got just this one last weapon to take out here. Doing pretty well. That's just avoiding, so that's going to be good for my weapon. I think we'll get this. There we go. Awesome. I like that screen shake. Rumble's just going nuts. So yeah, that is Soldner-X Himmelssurmer. It's out for the PlayStation 3. It's on sale right now for like $3 or $4. Really good game, and definitely if you like shmups, this is one of the best on the PlayStation Network. This and its sequel. So, yeah, thanks for checking this out. We will be back tomorrow with a new game, and I'll see you guys again later. Have a nice day.